Good evening, everyone. So we're gonna start off with what I've been doing for this whole month since I've gotten fired from. Uh, well, I actually got fired from one job, but the other job was I don't know. I don't even know. I don't even know where to start with that one. But I appreciate him in every good way. He helped me out. He actually helped me out by getting out of one job that was fucking me over completely bad. That was just screwing me over really bad. Just screwing me over really bad. Um, yeah, it was just a lot of things going on with that job. But today we're gonna start off with what I've been doing for a whole month since I've been off. Prior to the holidays and stuff like that. Had a pretty good holiday. Thanksgiving and Christmas was good. Got to see some family and stuff like that, so that went pretty well. Got fired from my job. I've been looking for jobs lately. Got fired from Walmart. I would say screw the people there at Walmart. Screw those people. Those people are cutthroat. They're not good people to work with. The management is terrible. I've made multiple complaints about how I was being treated and stuff like that, and it just. I guess I wasn't working out for them, which it always seemed like the other way. They weren't really working out for me. And you would probably say, well, why don't you just leave and get another job? Well, I wasn't even there for that long. I was only there for about 60 days, almost 90 days. Didn't even hit my 90-day mark, which I thought was crazy. They said it was performance-based, even though I was doing things unwillingly. And considering the fact that they were low staff, as they always say, most jobs would always say we're low staff, we're looking for people, and then they end up letting you go for whatever the reason is. Screw them. Screw the management as well there. Not everybody there was nasty and stuff like that. I just found a few people that were pretty disgusting there, and just wasn't willing to work with people. And I think that's the thing that I've come to realize within the last 5 to 6 years of having several jobs, is that some people are just not willing to work with people they don't like. And you might say, well, why don't you just start a business and blah blah blah. Well, yeah, I could. I invest my money into a lot of things like stock and crypto and stuff like that. I save my money. I just make really smart money moves. I do plan on starting a business, and hopefully it does take off. I do want to work with people and stuff like that, people that want to work with me. And anyways, back to working with people. It's just frustrating working with people who don't want to work with you in any aspect, what if it's they like you or they don't. And my thing is that if you have a day job, and if it's not your business, you really can't choose who you want to work with and who you don't want to work with. You kind of just have to roll with the flow and just kind of get along with people. And it's and sometimes you meet people you like, sometimes you don't. That's just life. That's just how it is. You bump into people. I mean, if you go out, let's say you go out shopping, and you're shopping and looking for things, and then you end up standing in a long line, and then you're talking to somebody and blah 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 blah. You never know who you meet, so I never throw rocks at people, because you never know who you meet. You never know who you might meet, and start a conversation and stuff like that, and befriend, and all that good stuff. So, but yeah, this last few months I've been trying to get a job, and also side hustles as well too. I've given up on DoorDash and Uber. I think those jobs they're good for, if you need like a few, couple $500 every once in a while and stuff, but it's not, obviously it's nothing to live off of. I wouldn't try to live off of an app like that. It would just be completely insane to try and live off an app like that, even if you are doing Uber and DoorDash and stuff. Now, some people do live off of it. Personally, me, I wouldn't live off of it just because of the simple fact that I just think that after a while it just becomes really repetitive in terms of like the things you have to do. Well, not what the job consists of, but after a while it's a lot of wear and tear on your car, man. It's really not the ideal of a I wouldn't say side hustle, but like a second gig for instance. But it's worked out in the past. It's gotten certain things I needed and wanted, and certain bills paid and stuff like that when I was having trouble working certain jobs and stuff like that. Especially sometimes when you always convert over to a better paying job, which I thought was kind of funny too, because the last job I had, this job was actually paying me more and giving me more hours. So that was another disappointment. But like I said, it is what it is. That's the world. And some people are just weird, man. They were trying their best. The tactics were crazy, man. You had people not willing to, help, just communicate. And that's the thing. People don't want to communicate, even if it's someone that you don't like. You don't have to have a job. Not every job you're going to have is something that you like. And sometimes the job that you don't like, you end up liking it. But when you're working with people, you have to communicate with people regardless of what it is. Even if it's something that you don't like or something that you do like, you just have to communicate. And I think that was one of the biggest problems in working there too. And stuff like that. So, but my mission is to obviously get out of this 9 to 5, which is, it's not easy, it's hard work and stuff like that. And, I've been around a lot of people. I've been around a lot of entrepreneurs. I used to work for one private company. The guy was like stupid rich, man. He owned a restaurant, and then he had another, he was partners with another chain. I used to work with somebody else who owned a private business. I used to work with somebody else who owned I wouldn't say I guess you can say it was a restaurant. But yeah, I've worked with a lot of entrepreneurs, and I've always found myself relating and always finding it better to work with people who know what it feels like to work hard and be able to communicate with people and stuff like that in terms of being an entrepreneur and stuff. And at one point, I was trying to sell shirts. I feel like I didn't try as hard as I could have, maybe if I tried harder. And I'm still young, and I still can try. I still can, go ahead and, try to sell shirts and stuff like that really into fashion and art and stuff like that. So maybe I can go back to doing that. But until then, it's the money thing. Spending your own money. If you're not getting invested, and that shit is hard. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's very, very, very challenging. Very challenging, and just not something that people are willing to go through, and stuff like that. So I will say that. But yeah, that's been my experience for the last month or so now. Kind of just been going to the gym a lot. Even though I was going to the gym prior to all of this, I've always been a pretty athletic, fit person and stuff. So I don't know, maybe that came into play as well too. A lot, people are just lazy, man, and people don't want to work and stuff like that. Even if it is a 9 to 5, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. But I'm hoping to come out of that sooner or later and be able to, whether if it's like making big investments whether if it's owning a business, whether if it's hiring people, whether if it's whatever it is that puts me in the space where I don't have to, I only answer to people that, I don't have to answer to people, like I don't have a boss or anything like that, uh, will just be the best thing in the world. And I'm sure lots of people want to be like that. But we also do need people that come to work, work those 9 to 5s or whatever, or not even a 9 to 5. I wouldn't even say a 9 to 5, or just come to work and do the job and stuff. People are content with that. Some people make enough money to do that, as well as school too. I wouldn't downplay school as well too. Some people go to school and really find what they really want to do and stuff like that. And I also went to school as well too. I told myself I would go back. Obviously, I want to go back, because there are things that I do want to accomplish and stuff like that. But as far as working a day-to-day job, man, hopefully I get one, save the money up, and then do what I got to do from there and there. But yeah, that's been about it for the last month or so. So hopefully this inspires you guys to not hate your jobs too much. Kind of just go with the flow and just hang in there and do what you got to do. If you got to work 2 jobs, and work 2 jobs. If you got to go to school, then go to school. Whatever makes you happy at the end of the day, because you got a lot of people that are at these jobs for years and stuff, and they hate their job. They really hate their job. They hate themselves. They hate a lot of things, and sometimes that trickles down to people like me who come into jobs or have worked in jobs and stuff like that, or where just in general, sometimes it just trickles down to people like that, and it rubs off. Not saying that it rubbed off on me personally, but it's just something that, those are just the people I stay away from. I stay away from a lot of negativity, especially people who are just very negative about things and stuff like that, who are not optimistic about, things, not looking forward to things and stuff like that. Just really unbearable situations that people try to put you in and lead you in and stuff like that. And I've always been like I said, I've always been around people who are leaders and want to do better, have done better for themselves. Whether if it's going to school or owning a business or whatever, working towards a goal that's putting them in a better position where they are happy and they don't have to deal with the negativity and stuff like that. Now, obviously, anywhere you go, you're gonna meet. There's always gonna be that one person that's a slacker. There's always gonna be that one person that's an asshole. It's always gonna be those people that do something that you don't like. But the great thing about it is that it doesn't have to be you. It doesn't have to be you. You don't have to go about that. You don't have to live that way. And hopefully things get better. I think things will get better. I'm optimistic. Things always do get better. I don't think things get worse. I always think things get better over time. And looking forward to a brighter future, like everybody wants. Everybody wants a brighter future. I'm gonna check back in with you guys, and we'll be discussing some more things, and we'll see what's going to be happening. Try to update you guys on some things that's been going on in my life. Goodbye now. See you guys. Peace. Hit the like and subscribe button. Really appreciate if you guys hit the like button and subscribe. That will get that algorithm going and stuff like that. Share the video, whatever. I'm not trying to go viral or anything like that, but I am trying to get the message out and try to upbring people and stuff like that who are stuck in their their whatever the job they're working, and just make them feel good and not feel like shit all the time. So like I said, hit the like button, subscribe, and we'll be tuning in. We'll be tuning in with you guys on another video. Thanks.